Hey everyone, it's Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please forgive me for being, a couple diva-licious late because, I'm monetized now. So I'm going to milk that for a little bit. So I hope everyone is okay. Thank you. Please come on in. We're going to be with you shortly. I'm actually going to be on twice tonight. So this first hour at 7 Central Time, 8 Eastern, we're going to be going over African American greed about Mr. Grandmaster J, aka better known as on his government name, John Fitzgerald Johnson. And at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, you can join me for a live reaction and a live discussion while we watch the presidential debate. Because I'm thinking that's the only way that I'm going to get through it. Because if I turn it off this little YouTube and try to watch this at home, I'm going to turn the channel. So, but this is a debate I just can't miss. Also, join me after the debate over at the Mad Church Disease channel, where Marcellus McMillan will break down what happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the pros and the cons of the very first presidential debate. Hey, Mad Church Disease. Hey, Life is Late. Hey, Marjorie, Betty, Jacqueline Vines. Thank you so much for being here, for being such great subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share this on all your multimedia platforms, Twitter, Instagram DMs. You can show this also on Facebook, your Facebook groups. Okay, please, please, please share, share, share. Okay. All right. So tonight, this is like the third in my series about African American greed. These are individuals who are literally doing what's called affinity fraud. Hey, Money No Love. Hey, Betty. Who are doing what's called affinity fraud. They are committing fraud against people of their own race, okay, or ethnicity. And unfortunately, these men have not been arrested. They have not been investigated by the federal government, like a lot of men and women who have gone on the TV show American Greed. I guess on that show you actually have to have gone to jail or had a case, because it seems like that's the only people that they actually do episodes on. But I feel like we need to know this stuff now because they still have victims. They're still trying to do their scam. Okay. And this latest one, I'm still not seeing the whole monetary value in what he's doing, but maybe we just don't know about it yet. Okay. His name is John Fitzgerald. He was born John Fitzgerald Johnson. Okay. But he goes by Grandmaster J, the leader of the No Fucks at All Coalition, which was like a Black or African American militia group. And you saw them at Stone Mountain in Georgia. You also saw them in Louisville, Kentucky, as a uh, Breonna Taylor protest. And we thought like, oh, this is a really great group we should be with. But it seems that their leader is not who he seems to be. Okay, and so we're going to look at a little bit about him. We're going to go for about an hour, and then we're going to switch over, come back on, and we're going to watch the debate together because I need y'all to help me get through an hour and a half. I'm going to just need y'all, okay? All right. So let me share my screen with y'all. And make sure I share my audio. Okay. Give me 1 minute. My family has left the TV on and it is driving me crazy. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm just like, that noise was just getting to me. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger so you all can see it. Okay, so I had to make a little playlist about him. This is who the guy on the left. His name is Grandmaster J. Okay, Okay. So we're gonna speed it up, part of it. And you see him in a lot of the stuff I put in order of you introducing him, but I want you to hear him and see him for yourself. Okay?
Thank you, Miss Rod Digger, for putting that out there because that was definitely on.
Okay, if you don't remember, Rod Digger was a 90s female rapper. I really liked her. She was also in a movie called 13 Ghosts, but that's one. Okay, so this is Jam Master. Excuse me. By the way, he, I think, intentionally made his name Grandmaster Jay to confuse people with Jam Master Jay, the deceased hip hop pioneer, icon for Run DMC. Plus, he thinks it's a G J. Get that, but this is Grandmaster Jay, aka John.
The list of things I needed to clean up. But let's start at the beginning. First of all, I'm going to answer the question that Lord Jamal asked me as far as my history and who I am. Malcolm X was Malcolm Little before he became the great Malcolm X. But nobody talks about what Malcolm Little did. So I don't talk about what I did before I walked in my purpose. It's irrelevant at this point. Everything that I did in my life was nothing more but a preparation for what I'm doing right now, whether it be my military experience, my time spent in activism going all the way back to 2014, do your research, or the fact that I spent a considerable amount of time in corporate America, or the fact that I also spent a lot of time in the music business. All of those things taught me everything that I need to know to deal with the season that we're in right now. My faith in the Most High, and I give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, is why that I know that we've been purposed at this time. So it's not what I've done, it's what I'm doing right now. Because you're not what you've done, you are who you are. That's my way of answering that question, not just for you, but for anyone that wants to focus on what's happening with us as a people right now. The not fucking around coalition reflects the attitude of Black people today, not just in the United States, but worldwide. We're not fucking around with the excuses no more. We're not fucking around with the apologies no more. We're not fucking around with waiting on a system that was built against us to start with no more. The only thing that we're doing is we're exercising the same constitutional rights that the same people that put us in this boat to start with have been doing for so many years. With that being said, we are organized. We are focused, we're on code, we'll self-finance, we practice group economics, and any time that there appears to be a gross injustice against the Black community, we have decided to do what some other folks just have failed to do over all of these years, besides sit around and talk about it and try to make money off of people. We're gonna take it to the streets, we're gonna take it to their face, we're gonna show them what Malcolm said is true. There's no such thing as a bloodless revolution. And a lot of y'all talk about revolution, but from what I can see, a lot of y'all don't want it. You comfortable.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because there's some things that he talked about. He said he was a DJ, he was in corporate America. He has a lot to his background, which I kind of feel like they're convenient excuses like, oh, I don't want to talk about my past. Let's talk about right now. And I think he said we practice group economics. So I'm trying to think, maybe is that going to be the point where later on we'll find out that he's been getting money from his subscribers. Okay. So remember, he said he was a DJ. He was a DJ, right? So let's go and see what kind of DJ was he? Where he get that? Where his shirt go? Where his shirt go? Seriously, y'all, where his shirt go? Oh, he shirt it back on. Shirt it back on. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Are there any hip hop? Yeah, because life is like he said, they practice group economics. And so if you follow or at least heard about group economics when it comes to Kwanzaa, that's one of the principles. That means we are buying amongst our own. We're supporting Black businesses. We're helping each other. We're giving each other money to help them out. So how are they practicing group economics? I feel like he's suspect when he said that. But Betty, does he really? He just said he practiced group economics. What does that mean? He doesn't give him any of his money. They don't get any money because I did see on his channel, because he actually has two channels. He has Grandmaster J, and he has John Johnson. And on the from one lady I saw on the John on the Grandmaster J, he does have his Cash App. So yeah, that's him on the picture. Yeah. Oh, you follow him in the bush. Okay. Betty, I'll ask you later. Does he have things that he's selling to his subscribers? Just put it in the chat. Okay. So y'all saw him being a DJ, right? Well, some people who really are into the DJing and, culture said that, and right now he was selling a product here. Okay. That DJs have what's called sets, or like a list of songs that do when they are at the turntables. So he's trying to say, oh, I'm using this new system and y'all look at me, I'm doing great. But people who really who are DJs and follow the hip hop culture, say that the set or the songs that he's doing actually doesn't belong to him, that it actually belongs to DJ Jazzy Jeff. And DJ Jazzy Jeff actually had to go and tell him to stop doing that and stop showing this video. This video was shown on someone else's channel, but he was actually portraying as if this was him doing this, and it was not. So but I want you to see him as what he's like when he really does DJ. Let's look at how he is when he is. Oh, this is I thought was interesting. He was some lady came up to him in Harlem near the Apollo to talk to him. This is how he talks about himself. I want y'all to listen to this.
All right. Hello. Please introduce yourself.
For y'all who don't know, real quick, I'm gonna keep it real short. I am the legendary, the original, the incomparable. They say I'm all of that and then some. Y'all know me as Grandmaster J.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that, because I'm Rue, and my show is called Rue and Who, and I highlight rising stars and living legends. So it's always an honor to meet a legend, and a living one is always really fun to meet. So what were you up to this evening?
You know, we out here at the BB King with Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton, the whole P-Funk family, the P-Funk All-Stars. People don't know that George is bringing in some new elements to incorporate some hip-hop.
Yeah, like his grandson.
Exactly. So
that was so cool.
So we got a lot of cats. Like if you look behind you with the tour bus right there, you see some legs. Like that's right there. That's what
being a fan.
Yeah, we got a bunch of him.
So what happened is I done hooked up with them, and we doing a whole lot
All right,
of things.
Do you have a website or something? My battery's
Y'all need to just go check me out.
Say it again fast before my battery.
You go www.myspacegrandmasterj.com.
You
go there.
MySpace.
Or you can hit me up at grandmasterj@gmail.com, or you can Google me. Just Google Grandmaster J. They got me in Wikipedia. How the hell did I get up in there?
This was from the 90s, I guess.
Is in
early
Wikipedia.
2000s.
Shit that I didn't even know.
I'm Rue, and I thank you for coming and talking to me. I don't know.
You married?
Depends.
We might have to cut this part of the tape out, y'all.
It's still rolling.
Battery's rolling.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. He's trying to hit on the lady. He said, I'm all of that and did some. I'm just like, be honest, y'all. Y'all be honest. Did y'all know who this man was before this year? Because that video, he said MySpace, I'm gonna say early 2000s. He was like my www.myspace/grandmasterj.com or grandmasterj@gmail.com. No, he's not, but he's over here talking about, oh, y'all should come out and check. He's acting like a groupie or like he knows them, but he probably doesn't because he's over there next to the buses. So either one or two things. He's there to get their autographs, or he's the guy that loads the equipment into the bus. Or he probably saw the lady with the camera was like, oh, I could get on TV or whatever. You know? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Okay, but let's look at him because remember he said, I'm a DJ. So he said, I'm a DJ, right? So let's look at him trying to be a DJ, y'all. I want y'all to see this. We get to really see him try to be a DJ.
This is a legend.
Who's DJ before?
Y'all see it.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Pick what up? Do we know what you're doing?
I'm in motherfucking Supreme Lab, y'all. I'm acting a fool because I ain't up in here before. I'm in motherfucking, I'm gonna do it real quick, y'all. I'm gonna cut this
Hit
shit
the
on my
like
time.
button, y'all.
I ain't never been in nigga shit before. I'm trying to learn nigga shit. Nigga shit is weird, y'all. Nigga shit is real strange, y'all. Shit is real weird, y'all. And I'm just hanging out here for a minute. I ain't doing nothing else, just talking shit.
Yeah, he's talking shit. It's like you doing shit too. I don't. Does anyone know about DJ? When Martin Lawrence was a DJ in them Kid and Play movies, he did better than this dude. They probably made Martin take a class or something, or they maybe had him do it was up to a soundtrack. But this. Oh, but you want us to you the leader of the No Fucking Around coalition, sir. I hope you lead him better than you. Let's see what else he does, because let's just write that down. DJ 0, 1 bad. Okay, so one of the things that Grandmaster J says, hey, I am. He says something really, really important. He says he was a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. He was involved in the community. So let's look at what he's doing. But if you look, this is from you need to check him out, Catching Hell and Checking Out the Flames. Rev G, he's a really good YouTuber that I follow. And he does a little commentary on different people. And he did like a whole series. He got more technical because he's also a social worker. Into this man, Grandmaster J. So let's look at.
It was like a hip hop.
So he looks at him as a hip hop person, and let's look at. He has another video of him as a hip hopper, and it's just, oh y'all got to look at this.
Conference or something, and he was doing a set, and if you listen to the words that come on in a minute, he's going to talk about how he was the first hip hop DJ and all of this.
What is he doing?
Look at him.
Why is he looking like that? Oh, I feel like he looked into my soul.
He's calling himself the first hip hop DJ, hip hop rapping DJ.
No, you're not.
And that's him doing his own voiceover. I'm telling you, it's simple. We think it's just hip hop and just rap. Hold on.
Here he goes.
So let's take this shit back. So y'all thought I was a DJ. I'm starting off as a rapper.
Super bass.
Hey Tony, thank you so much for that.
Now let me follow him on this shit. When I began to sing, motherfuckers couldn't know in the fit. That's Jay finally up in this place you want to face. Y'all ain't real, get the fuck on my face. My mom's squad, boys, I'm ready like
What in the fuck is going on? I'm sorry.
This is y'all leader. This is the guy.
Is
that,
this your king?
This is 2014. And people say, well, that's just different levels. When you in your 40s, he's probably in his 50s now. When you're in your 40s,
he's 58, I think.
I don't know how many people that level like that. I mean, reinventing yourself like that. I mean, I don't know. In your 20s, maybe.
Okay. One thing that Rev G says, he calls it that he has Jam Master Jay has different personalities. I don't think Jam Master Jay has different personalities. I think he just has different scams or something going on. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis, something that he's trying to do, his attempts to be greater. But it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not working. It's not working. So one of the things that Jam Master Jay, I don't know if you guys, a few years ago, he actually ran for president as a third-party candidate. Okay. But before then, he also appeared to kind of be, but then it was like he flip-flopped. He was All Lives Matter, then he was Black Lives Matter, and then he was like running for president, and then he kept changing his story. You know, he kept changing his story about who he was. So this guy named N.A. Dragon found a really interesting, it's a tweet that he had.
We start tonight with,
and he is actually a gamer, but in his video, he actually shows, let me see if I can find it, get to it.
change.
Okay, so this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me make it bigger. Can y'all see it a little bit or no? Okay, this is a tweet from Jam Master Jay. This is when a couple of years ago, remember still during the every time of like Black Lives Matter, human rights, and everything like that. Alton Sterling. There was an incident in Dallas where this Black guy, who I think was crazy into some different stuff, former Army guy, killed some Dallas police officers. Okay. And then this is a tweet from Jam Master Jay. He says, "This is what I tried to warn you about a year ago. You reap what you sow. Dallas protests, Black Lives Matter, America." This is one of his tweets. Okay. Then let me see, go to the next one. And that's important because later on he's gonna be like, oh, because remember he keeps reinventing himself. Rev G says it's a personality. I just think it's our persona. He I don't know, he wants attention or something. Okay, so right here, he decides, oh, now this is actually from, now this video is actually, I believe, from his own channel. Where I think maybe he was trying to run for president, or maybe right before he was like, I'm going to run for president. But he's trying to show like, hey, I've been a part of the movement. I've been part of the Black Lives Matter. Look at me, you know? So you can see him right there. And there's a voiceover going on, and you can see him, he's at everything. Or someone took pictures. Okay. So look at
Baltimore has become the turning point in an epidemic of police brutality. Let me go ahead and say it like this. This ain't a local problem. This is a national problem. Y'all want to keep on killing us? Ain't nobody gonna get no sleep around this piece. Say what? Say what? Say what?
Okay. All right.
Black Lives Matter.
Okay. So remember, he's on the camera. No justice, no peace. He's at all these different rallies. There was even someone tried to say, I think he had tried to even say that something about he led some peace march. Was it Charlottesville or South Carolina? And they were like, yeah, I led the protest or something over the bridge or whatever. And because of my actions, some law got passed. It didn't. He lied about that. So I'm still trying to figure out the monetary, issue. Unless it's just a form of narcissism, he wants attention, and this is how he's getting his supply. Okay. There are some who believe. I even talked to Daryl more about this. That feels like he is an agent, or maybe he works for the government, and that he's a plant, and that he's doing all these things at their discretion. And because no one really knows about him, you can't really see a big footprint on him. But prior to 2013, and I'm just like, I kept thinking like, what happened in 2013? And I'm thinking like, wasn't he like 40 years old? So I'm just like, is this a midlife crisis he's in? I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to say someone is an agent yet, because I think sometimes that gives them the impression that like, oh, that person it's just a monetary thing. They're just bamboozled. This should just be all just Grandmaster Jay. This could be all his foolishness on his own. And the government is just looking at him like, oh, okay. So I mean, I don't know. It could be, I don't know. There's still more being uncovered about this man. Okay. You say you think he hey, but anything so you think he does. Thank you, Super Chat. Hey, if we need you guys, yeah, he probably is on some drugs, or should be on drugs. Hey, Super Chat. If you guys, anytime you're trying to help get more subscribers, you want to network with other YouTubers, definitely check out Tuber Chat on the weekend, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They have different lives. Tuber Chat, thank you. I actually gave you a shout out last week because I got monetized last week. I think I was at maybe 600 subscribers when I came over, and I moved to 800 like within several weeks of being following you. I still do. And I keep trying to tell the people, like, hey, y'all need to go hang out with Super Chat. Y'all need to go hang out with Super Chat. So, but thank you for helping me get to my goal. Yeah, he said he's no agent, but what is an agent supposed to say? No, I'm not an agent. Then my thing is this: if no, you're not an agent, and this is not up to the government where you did, that means all the blame is on you. This is all you. This ain't nobody else. This is not you following orders. This is all you doing this foolishness. Okay? So remember, he was all about, hey, Marcellus Macmillan, you know that I am on live. I love you though. Yeah, if you're also trying to get your channel situated, please contact Marcellus Macmillan. He has really good rates to help you with your YouTube channel. I know he's helped me a whole lot. So please, please, please. I've been trying to be a good student. I know I was hard-headed at times, but okay. So remember, he was like, "Oh, I'm in the Black Lives Matter movement. I did all these things." Then all of a sudden, like somewhere around 2014, it might be 2015, he like does a complete. Is it 180? Probably 180, right? So this is an event, and he don't say Black Lives Matter this time. He said something a little different.
Mr. Jay Johnson wants to speak a few words about unity.
He introduced me, and you clapped. But I want you to give yourself a hand, because look at the turnout, not only here, but I heard it's about 5,000 people on the other side of this bridge.
Yeah, like he's the bridge now.
Not only to the United States, but to the entire globe. That when you hear about Charleston, South Carolina, you have us mistaken. We are united as the human race. To this point, you have heard Black Lives Matter. Come here a second. I'm going to do this here in Charleston. I'm going to do this right here. I am going to say this to you. Stand right here. Can you hold this for me?
So his shirt says pullover says Black Lives Matter.
It's not Black lives that matter anymore. All lives matter. And wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, whether it be behind a keyboard or a cell phone or in some dark cave somewhere, spewing your hatred, trying to keep us divided. We are the United States of America, one country, indivisible, unto God.
Then become the backbone for the military for a new black nation.
Okay, this is him now. This is the same man that said, "Don't worry about his past. It's not who he is now." So you went from DJ to a Black Lives Matter activist to an All Lives Matter activist. And I want to say something to you, Betty. In my investigation and the stuff here, there are different. Black Lives Matter is a movement. And part of the movement, there are other local Black Lives Matter. Houston actually has 2 different groups. And also some Black Lives Matter movement organizations don't have Black Lives Matter in front of them. And what I researched is that the Black Lives Matter movement, where he was, is a lot like what happened to Umar Johnson in Philly at the UNIA. He got kicked out. They did not want to be associated with him anymore because of how he was acting. So if the Black Lives Matter organization in your area kicks you out, then no wonder he started saying, "Oh, all lives matter." I'm just saying, you were all pro-Black and doing all this, and then now you're saying all lives matter with a whole bunch of white people around you for to cross the bridge. And now you over there with dark sunglasses and shades, looking like you out of Blade 3, talking about no fucking around coalition. Like, make up your mind, sir. But then again, I think this is maybe a strategy because right after he did this All Lives Matter thing, guess where he shows up? Let's see when Mr. Grandmaster J shows up. He shows up right behind someone we know. This is 2016. Y'all see him right there? Y'all see him? Y'all see my friend Jay right behind Donald Trump at a rally in 2016? I'm sorry, this is 2015. You see him? You see? Okay. All right. So let's see what he does.
Hello. My name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, and I'm an.
So this video is actually 2015, close to 2016. John Fitzgerald Johnson, aka Grandmaster J, decides to run for president as an independent candidate for president. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit more. So I want to show you. Is this it? Okay. Hold on. Maybe this is not it. Hold on. There's a video that shows him before he announced his candidacy for president. He actually said, where is it? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at his prime CD. Okay.
The MCA's in the motherfucking house, you know what I'm saying? The Compton Maniac.
You see right here. Okay, on this particular day, I don't know if you can see this, it says it's March 9, 2016. This is a Fayetteville rally. They're at the Coliseum. So you see him looking around, right? So later on, when he runs for president, the independent candidate, someone says, "Hey, I saw you at a Trump rally. Why are you running against him now? It doesn't make any sense." So at first he was like, "Oh, I was security." Then he was like, "Oh, I was observing." But the way what he's doing here doesn't make any sense because he looks like a supporter. So y'all tell me.
We got to take care of ISIS, folks. We got to knock them out. We got to knock them out. Got to knock them out.
So you see, he clapping, right? He's clapping.
Then we have to do what we have to do. We have to do what we have to do.
So where is he? So there was an activist there. And he goes to see what's going on, he said he went to help them. But I don't. There he is again, standing up because someone booed or said something bad to Donald Trump.
Beautiful couple.
But he says
people that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Look, he's over here smiling, talking to people.
So I'm a very conservative guy in many ways. You know, I mean, it's going to be amazing. And
okay, let me go.
South Carolina, it started there. But
see again, someone booing him, and he's like, "Oh, look at me, look at me."
But here's the problem. Lion Ted and Little Marco, they have one problem. Little Marco, by the way, is a choke artist. Remember when Chris Christie cross-examined him? And I thought I had to hold him up with this powerful hand. I thought I have to grab him. He was ready to go. He was ready to go. He talked one up, and I'd say, my protesters, I really do. They show the crowd.
Why is he clapping?
You know why? Because it's supposed to be trouble. It's supposed to be a bad thing. It's not for 5 protester way up in a corner, like a pretzel. The police went for her, and she started running out of the building. The police.
I was trying to get to the part where he's like telling him to keep talking, keep talking. I guess it's not this one. Okay, but it's just weird. Like you, where did you come from with this? Like you were just like all Black men a few minutes ago. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so when this came out, and they're like, "Why are you over here at the Why are you over here at this Trump rally?" So he comes out when he's running for president now to explain why he's there. This is actually a video from his website when he was running for president, John Johnson.
My name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, and I'm an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States. It may come as a surprise to most of you, but I declared my candidacy back in August of 2015 and have waged an independent presidential bid since that time.
Yeah, this was 2016, y'all.
Most recently have seen me in video footage sitting behind Republican frontrunner Donald Trump at a rather controversial rally that happened in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you notice, I'm the only African American in the camera shot. And I'm pretty sure that Mr.
Why
Trump
are you the only one in the camera shot? Did you get there early? Is that what you're saying?
Let me say from the beginning, I am not a Trump supporter. I had to see it for myself. We all know how the media can mislead us with sound bites and video clips.
Wait a minute, did he say he wasn't a Trump supporter? Then why you all friendly with everybody around you and stuff?
And what I witnessed in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the multitude of people who were ejected from the Crown Coliseum simply for disagreeing with Mr. Trump and his continually egging on of the crowd to get these people out of there, even when there was an assault on a young man that I personally did not see because I was too busy watching other people get thrown out.
He got up out of his chair so many times to go see what was going on.
Black Lives Matter, and who was about to be grabbed by the local police department. I assisted in walking with her out so that the same thing.
Oh, I got a video. I gotta find it. He's lying.
I say these things to say
he's lying. He did not help escort her out. He said some mean things to that lady. I gotta find it.
Think that the only people who are running for the presidency are those that the media projects in front of you, and that would be Hillary,
he's lying.
Cruz, Marco, and of course Mr. Trump himself. And while I have nothing but confidence in the Constitution of the United States, and while I support the electoral process, fear-mongering, racism, and bigotry have no place in the democratic process of electing the next leader of the free world, whether it's myself or anyone else. So I went to see for myself. I wanted to see it in person.
Okay, so what basically he's saying, I want to see it for myself. I wasn't there. I was an observer. I'm not a supporter. I help people to leave there. Okay, now this next guy, I'm not a big fan of, but sometimes he's right. So Tariq Nasheed, I just found it. I used my other phone to find it. Has a video. He actually got it from another YouTuber, I think, called Taz the Goat. And it shows him how he really.
Peace, everybody. You now tuned.
Okay, is this it? Is this Taz the Goat? Okay, let me get to the part. It's at the 2 minute and 54 minute mark. This might be Taz the Goat. And I will make these videos available to y'all so y'all can go back and look at the full video. It took me several hours to go through this stuff.
Escort him out. Let's take a look.
Get your hand off him.
So remember, this is
Weber. He is now basically through all this is somebody that's talking. His name is Rod Weber. Rod, R-O-D, Weber. He is the guy I had to do a little bit of research to find who that was that they kicked out. And you know how I know? Because I'm about to show you Grandmaster J basically helping the officers escort him out.
He wasn't helping the bride who got kicked out. He was helping the police.
What's your name?
Let's go, baby. Get out. Let's go. We gotta go. Come on. You gotta go. Get out. This man.
Uh-huh.
Okay, y'all see him right here? Can y'all see him? Right there you go. Grandmaster J. There he is. Now, does it look like he's trying to help that man who's about to be ejected? No.
You guessed it. Grandmaster J. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's hear his voice.
This man physically grabbed me. He grabbed me. This man grabbed me. That man grabbed me.
I know. It's okay.
What is his name? His name. What is his name?
You see that?
Is he saying what is okay? I don't.
Now, these mother effers is exposed. Now you see people, when we think somebody is actually down for us,
Okay. Hold on.
we are.
I'm a very conservative guy in many ways, and frankly, I like to say I'm common sense conservative. And a lot of the so-called conservative, I remember Jeb Bush would say he is.
And I gotta play one more thing from the organic, the Blade Runner video.
Yeah, Blade Runner video.
If this don't bother you, I don't know what else will. But this speech, this was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So if you want to see the whole thing or watch the whole thing, go to Live Donald Trump, Fayetteville, North Carolina, massive crowd, full speech. It's right here. You can look at it in its totality. I can't, I just really.
To that neighborhood. Sorry.
Death to
their own.
What was just a catalyst to work with what people? So y'all using Breonna Taylor's death out of what am done?
There's like another video where like he's like fist bumping the people around him. So like he was happy to be there. He wasn't just an observer. He was happy to be at this place. Okay. He was really happy about where he was. Okay. Oh, this might be it right here. Aircraft Sparky.
What happened to this Funkmaster Fresh?
Oh, this is the guy. Yeah. This is another guy who's looking at him. I think he has a part where he's actually okay, maybe he doesn't have on this part.
To this point, you have heard more.
Sorry.
All lies.
This is what he said.
Actually speaking some truth. I wonder what happened to him. Could it have been that he was
unto God?
So there you have it. Johnny Fitz wasn't always a racist. Johnny Fitz used to be somewhat based and actually speaking some truth. I wonder what happened to him. Could it have been that he was rejected by a white woman? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I forgot. He's very cynical.
I don't really care. What I do know is today he is a hateful.
Okay. This is another guy, but I was trying to figure out. It's a part where he shows him. I guess this is not it. Okay, I think I forgot the reason why I was gonna skip this one. I just remember now. Okay, there was another one where they actually showed him telling the people like, "Get out." He's fist bumping the people. It's just really outrageous. Okay, so uh, oh, I think I just remember why I was gonna show y'all that. I forgot. I just remember why I was gonna show y'all that. Hold on. It has to do something with the group that he's leading. Okay, because after this, because like he runs for president, independent party, it doesn't work, and then all of a sudden it's like he switched up again. Okay, he switched up again. He switched up again. Where is it?
I do. That's what this is about. If you like this content, make sure to hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit that share button. Share with.
We are
okay.
the United States of America.
Okay, sorry, that's not it. Okay, so one of the things that this Grandmaster J, failed DJ, then failed Black Lives Matter leader, failed, I guess, All Lives Matter leader, and failed Trumper because he didn't stay one. And then also failed independent presidential candidate. He again reinvents himself like a chameleon and decides to create this no fucking around coalition, the right to bear arms. And so he decides to create this group, but there was something that he did that, and he kept saying like, "Oh, I have military training. I have military training." Well, let's look at his military training. So this man right here, and just so you know, I am picking people who are Black and white who don't like him for several reasons. I don't always agree with those people's issues. But they are pointing out, all of them are pointing out a lot of it, the same information about him. So that's really, so right here.
Guns in your living room like you're back on the Army shooting range.
These are live rounds and I don't want to get shot right now. I'm going to take these out.
Remember, he's leader of the not fucking around coalition. He's helping people in this organization. So he's supposed to be helping this woman with her gun. He says, "Oh, I have training." And so this guy, he's in the Army. He's like saying, "Hey, this guy don't have training."
Live rounds and I don't want to get shot right now. I'm going to take these out. Okay?
Do you show them how to put their tampons in as well, or do you charge extra for that? I mean, she must be super excited to learn from an expert shooter.
We're all very disciplined. We're all expert shooters.
Well, you've said several times that you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk.
Look at this, y'all. Where's Daryl? I know he's into this shooting and stuff.
Oh man, you missed the white paper, man. That's pretty bad. Good gravy, you look like you just picked up a gun since your Army days. But here's the thing, shooting is kind of like riding a horse. Once you learn how to do it, you never forget. Sure, you might be a little rusty, but for an Army guy, being rusty is missing by 1/2 inch, not the whole sheet of paper. With a rifle, only 30 yards away. Okay, we're at 50 yards. Let's see.
So look at this guy. He's gonna shoot same distance.
Get it close enough so you can see it.
Okay, I see some
First 4 shots.
Okay.
50 yards.
They
See, the
hit
funny
the
thing
paper
is,
in the middle of the
I was never in the military.
Ooh.
My 5-year-old cousin could probably hit the paper from 30 yards away with a pistol. And with a rifle, she's probably going to have a tighter grouping 30 yards away than the security guards group around you when you go to the gas station to get a pack of gum. Come on, man. I mean, this is what I'm talking about before you just up.
Okay, there's also, he points out something. So basically, Jay, it shouldn't be teaching no one how to fight or how to use a gun. Okay, so this is the other part too that he did that I just really just was like, he's like a good boy.
Why I want to fire? Tell me why I want to fire. Because
why you get in front of this?
Jay, I found out that you were a presidential candidate back in 2016.
John Fitzgerald. For his name.
Banker the day that you try to go in to get a loan. I mean, come on, man. And you've got a photoshopped picture of you with Michelle Obama. Better watch out, Brock. He's trying to come in behind you on.
Okay, so this guy was really good. He went to his LinkedIn. He went to Grandmaster Jay's LinkedIn account.
That one. Now,
hold on.
Impress a banker the day that you try to go in to get a loan. I mean, come on, man. You've got a photoshopped picture of you with Michelle Obama. Better watch out, Brock. He's trying to come in behind you on that one. Now, I haven't even gotten to the best part. So I have a good buddy who's helped me with a lot of this information that I'm about to share with y'all. That was a high-ranking Army guy at one point in his life. Goes by Mad Dog. So here's why you screwed up, Jay. You're wearing a Sergeant Major E9 rank on a sparkly shirt, which is civilian clothing. AR 670-1 states that you cannot wear any rank on civilian clothing.
Now, there was a remnant of us that's been in place for quite some time. We're the older guys. We're the mature guys. We're your vets. We're your folks who are responsible gun owners. We're the individuals that.
Anybody been in the military? Anybody been in the military in the chat? Can't. That's. Who Grandmaster?
We remember the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and now here in the 20s, we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. We know the law. We're law-abiding gun owners, so we understand the Constitution.
No real sergeant major is that stupid to do that. Knowing that a sergeant major would never do that, are you sure you're a sergeant major E9? Because if you're not, you know what that's called, right? That's called stolen valor. You for sure would have put that on your presidential website because people would have loved that, right? Nope. It just says that you're an Army veteran on there. What about your presidential LinkedIn profile that's filled out with every single award you've gotten since 1990? I'm surprised your T-ball trophy isn't on there. Nothing that says you were Sergeant Major E9. I don't know what's going to be worse. Nancy Pelosi giving the family of George Floyd a flag like he was a fallen soldier. Or if you're really not a sergeant major, the day that you get arrested. But if you are, you should know better not to wear your rank on a sparkly shirt that you probably bought at TJ Maxx.
Wow, y'all. That's oh wow, this okay. Okay, I know we're supposed to stop for the debate. Do y'all want to keep going or y'all want to go to the debate? Betty, ask your brothers about that. I think this guy's right. I could probably look it up too. But oh Lord, this man he got a whole group of people to go with him to Stone Mountain and Louisville. What in the Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. Y'all let me know. You want to keep going or you want to go watch the debate? Y'all not saying it must be a delay. Okay. All right. I want to show you this next one. It does make us look bad.
Stupid. Some people are.
Okay, so this one was a good one too. This is by Relationship Rehab. Y'all definitely should check some of these. Betty, you're the only one saying debate. What about the rest of you? Debate? Keep going. Jazzy said keep going. Y'all let me know what's going on now. There's a tie. They're probably just walking in and got announcements. So probably take 5 minutes for announcements. So let's go.
And little did he know, and when he did this, he's talking about himself. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna prove it to you. But little did he know when he said this statement, he was talking about himself.
Let me demonstrate something for y'all. Y'all hold on a second.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
here on the
he's-
morning mental. I'm gonna show you just how stupid some people are.
He does a morning mental on his show every morning on YouTube. He has 2 YouTube channels. Grandmaster J and he has John Johnson. He's gonna go get a gun, and it's down here after this.
So look,
this is my first weapon.
It's his first weapon
that I ever bought.
That he ever bought. Now, mind you, this dude has said on several occasions, multiple times, that he is a highly trained military veteran, sharpshooter, and all of that. This dude is highly trained. That's what he said on several occasions. Mark my words.
I bought this weapon back in 1990. In
1990.
Germany. This is an XR-15 Shorty. We call it a bullpup because this bitch got kicked to it. This bitch will knock you the fuck down.
Now, let me tell y'all something. And this is why I did. This was the main catalyst for this. Number one.
Hey, Ebony,
that is
thank
not
you.
A fucking bullpup. Number two, you don't call it a bullpup because it got kicked to it. This is literally some shit he has made up. And I don't know why the fuck he did that, but he did. That gun right there is not a bullpup. It's not. I don't know why he said it, but it's not. It's an AR-15 platform style rifle. That's what it is. Semi-automatic rifle. Now.
Okay. So one thing I like about this guy, he actually goes and has a diagram.
This is it right here.
So the Top Gun is what Grandmaster J had in his hand. The gun that's an actual bullpup is the one that is below. So obviously, just like the last guy said, the last guy said he couldn't shoot. And this one saying he don't know anything about guns. But he's leader of the no fucking around coalition. How did he get these people to follow him? What did he say?
Boom. And that's why I wanted to pull this video up. The gun on the bottom is a bullpup. And essentially, this is what a bullpup is. The action in the bullpup is located behind the trigger. So when you look at the trigger group and the gun on the top, and you look at where the trigger is at the gun on the bottom, you see a huge difference.
The trigger is in the front.
And that difference is the bolt carrier group is actually behind the trigger.
Yeah, the button on the bottom.
You see that?
Is that what the bullets
carrier
See, I need to explain.
is behind the trigger on
They're
the bullpup gun.
Or in class.
That's it. I mean, in a nutshell, showed you how the bolt.
Then on top of that, he talks to him about
yet what I did that was legendary.
DJ was like, what the fuck? So let's watch this.
That's another DJ thing that he did.
You know, old.
Yeah, but it was, I was just like, this guy is, he basically is doing cosplay. This is what people who are into comics and superhero movies do. They do this once a year. They go to Comic-Con and they dress up like a superhero. This dude is going around here with people's lives dressing like a superhero. What in the actual? Okay. All right. So this is Dr. Mukasa Africa. He actually did another video on Umar Johnson. He actually worked with Umar Johnson, did a really good job exposing him on his website about 5 years ago. But he also does a really good job at exposing and mentioning some things about Jam Master Jay.
Draw me into a personal fight. Dude, it was not organized. A lot of those people.
Okay, he's talked about the organization.
About the Ahmaud Arbery protest. He said that he had a formation that he did not. He was there with his face covered. It wasn't a formation. All right. Then he went to Stone Mountain, Georgia, and he when he went to Stone Mountain, Georgia, and they had, you know, everybody was in black. They had all of the guns. They was marching. You got to check out my sister May, who was on Taharka Bay's program, and she exposed that. All right, lied. It was not organized. A lot of those people had just met each other, except for John Fitzgerald Johnson and his inner circle, right? And then you got to check out the brother Delta, who was a former member leader in the NFAC. He exposed it. So this guy, John Fitzgerald Johnson, is an FBI agent.
He thinks he's an FBI agent.
So first he tried to scare black folk into being quiet about his organization. He tried to make that, he made that video, and that's when I came out. So he did the opposite for me. You tried to quiet black folk, and then you get somebody like me doing a dissecting surgical video on your fraud and exposing you as the FBI agent that you are. Like, we don't operate out of fear.
And Daryl actually said he thinks he's an agent too.
So Umar Johnson thought he could scare people, and we shut him down. That boy, he got shut down. Venues got shut down. Like, you want to do your little cyber social media threat, and what happened is that you lost thousands of dollars. Like, that was the wrong move. So we're not gonna get on social media and do these little, you know, tough talks back to you like you want. We're just gonna shut you down by the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we shut him down.
Okay, so he shows them like, hey, this guy has these people in this formation, like they're a freaking army. He's not where he's supposed to be. Okay. Then on this one, because he mentioned the guy from the inner circle, right? So named Delta, who has now left. Okay. But I want you to show you this next video, because remember, after his failed attempt to be president, he creates this organization. He says, I used to be in the military. We're doing Greek economics. I'm doing morning mental every morning. He's dressing in all black and wearing black glasses, looking like Morpheus from the Matrix movie and a little bit of Blade. And so he said they went to, I guess, Georgia, they kept saying Stone Mountain, right? So this, then they went to Louisville.
Both the First and Second Amendments could be on full display in Louisville this weekend if and when an armed black militia comes to town. WDRB's Chad Mills reveals why one Louisville leader isn't panicking.
We will be descending on the city of Louisville, Kentucky on July 25th.
That's the founder of yet another group planning a protest in Louisville to demand justice for Breonna Taylor. But this group isn't like others.
Black boots, black pants, black button-down shirt, black mask, shotgun, semi-automatic, or rifle.
We are the NFAC. The group, known as the NFAC, says it won't be demonstrating or marching, but lining up a formation of armed black militia members, which the group did just weeks ago during a July 4th gathering at Stone Mountain, Georgia. According to media reports, Park Police called.
And by the way, the reason why Stone Mountain, Georgia is so significant, at Stone Mountain, Georgia, they have carved inside of the mountain a Confederacy memorial. As you know, Georgia predominantly has black people. And so it's like, why y'all got this up? And these people were actually traitors who fought against the United States. So, but also remember, This is also near the area where Ahmaud Arbery was shot by those white men while he was out jogging.
All that gathering peaceful and orderly.
This is going to be 5 times as many of us this time.
Louisville leaders are already preparing.
People have the First Amendment right to free speech, but we coordinate with those groups to make sure that everybody is safe.
Metro Council President David James and Attorney General Daniel Cameron conference called with the organizer known as Grandmaster Jay.
What I understand is from talking to them, they are very focused on the Breonna Taylor case.
James says any group of out-of-state armed protesters is cause for concern, as well as the possibility of counter-protesters. But James said the First and Second Amendment rights, when practiced lawfully, apply to everybody.
I do believe very strongly that they themselves will conduct a peaceful protest.
The organizer told his members the firearms will only be used in self-defense.
You want to get your brothers together and go down there and start ripping people out their damn house and shooting them like they used to do us, then you're no better than they are. We are a militia, not a mob.
They plan to meet outside Central High School at noon Saturday. In Louisville, Chad Mills, WDRB News.
Okay, so this is actually
trying to get hit with no tear.
This is actually, This is actually a video from the Louisville News. Okay, so remember, Dr. Mukasa Africa said that he has a guy from the inner circle named Delta. Okay, so I want you to hear from the guy named Delta. Because remember, this guy was like the second in command. And now after he explains what happened in Louisville at the Breonna Taylor protest, where her mother was supposed to come. And I think there was a white militia there too. And so it was almost like a standoff. So yeah, let's go to here.
He ain't trying to get hit with no terrorist tag, but he's talking that, putting us in it. You messing it up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we handled the situation, and my other guy. And that same girl, when the gun went off.
Oh yeah, because one of their at the incident.
So I tell a lot of people, don't think that we're bashing Jay because we
able to sell nothing in this town no more.
Nothing, and that's what I see. I told when I was running with RBGs.
Okay, at the event, 2 of the members' guns went off by accident. And so it made the group look like, oh, I thought y'all were well-trained. Jay was supposed to be well-trained. And here y'all have 2 members' gun go off. I'm going to shoot somebody. Do y'all even know what y'all doing? And then when Breonna Taylor's mother shows up, Jay is nowhere to be around. So it's like, wait, why are you the leader? Where are you at? You know? This is Delta.
I was telling them about polite. I said, when I first saw him, he had a personal agenda. Anytime you say like with Jamal say, me, you got to watch those type dudes. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he was that type to me. I never trusted him. So when he came out talking about where the guns at polite, there was all out there in Kentucky where the other gang member was at. Talking about where the gangs.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it.
Under MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Yeah, MK Ultra. That's another thing real quick. They got the Monarch Butterfly.
Oh, he's going to some deep.
No, came out his mouth. And that's why why would he jump from IG to YouTube? Down to NFAC and you're talking about this. No, he don't care about NFAC. He's just out there in front of you speaking to. He's not a vegan. I'm telling you that. He's not a DJ.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He's not that. He don't know his weapon. He's not a soldier. You see that? What he is, he's a puppet. He's set behind Trump. That's what he is.
Oh.
Nothing else. Now he's trying to emulate this leader here calling out KKK. How premature is that? Everything about him is premature. So I started the conscious community. So I've been watching Jay when I came in there. I've been watching it. So I was like, okay, this is a new one. You know, this is a new dude because I'm telling folks like, we talking one-on-one. I ain't talking about what the comrade down here put out or Tariq them. No, came out his mouth. And that's why would he jump from IG?
Okay, remember, this guy is Delta. This is one who's in Jay's inner circle, kind of like one of the second or third in command. And he saw how Jay was acting. And he started paying it, he was paying attention the whole time. But this incident in Louisville really he saw his leader in action and it was like, oh, this guy's not real.
To YouTube. He blocked my calls.
Oh yeah, remember he was on IG and then he went to YouTube, and then so Delta is calling him like, Jay, what's going on? What's going on? And he's not answering phone.
I understand that, brother. That still don't make sense to me.
Yeah, he blocked my calls, the text on the wall, everything. I sent that man a text on August 22nd. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about every situation with the Trump. I asked him, what do I do about this? Because you messing our image up, bro. So I told him, we going NFAR because I can't do it. So at least bless it. I asked him that. I didn't say I was taking nothing. I said, I say, at least bless it for what we done for you. You're so disgraceful. You owe us more, and you're a major letdown. People are hurt from man. We believed in this dude. You see what I'm saying? People drove miles, got shot, signed off on waivers, and that same girl when the gun went off, Jay handed her ID over. We had it, but why you didn't let us get online and clear it up and then throwing up the bullpup and all that lying again?
Oh, this is the guy that
that man
Dr.
didn't pass
Wakasa
out.
Harker talked
He
about.
sat there and lied
I gotta
again.
find that lady.
And sit there and we sitting there watching it.
Real quick, what actually happened with the gunshot incident from your vantage point, you being in Kentucky?
I was speaking to the people, and I'm not sure. Jay had walked off, so the Georgia source was supposed to be there. If he was there, that wouldn't have happened. But Jay was on some other. He didn't want to pay none of that, so he don't want to pay no money. And that's what it was like. We didn't understand nothing's for free. So when Jay walked off, I heard the shot go off. As I turned around, all I seen was the concrete chipped up a little bit. So I looked up. I don't know exactly what happened, but she's just like the gun went off. They were just standing there. She was holding it. And Jay's talking about somebody passed out. They came back. I'm like, what are you talking? You making it look so you messing it up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we handled the situation and my other guy. So it was just a mishap. But I thought it was a setup. When I asked her, I said, where you came from? Who are you? It was a Spanish chick. Like, where was this girl? But somebody said out their mouth, they heard Jay say, somebody said to Jay, the girl that was with you yesterday, that's who had the gun go off. Somebody said they heard that.
The girl with you yesterday.
The girl you was with yesterday. So when I'm thinking when I came up,
You know they getting soon.
She was sitting on the passenger side. I couldn't see her. That's when I was like, Jay, we need to talk about the formation tomorrow. He's like, man, I gotta go. And what are you talking? What? He gone. So when that happened, that's why I questioned that. You see, so it's like everything about I'm dead serious. Everything about Grandmaster Jay is fraudulent. Everything. And I'm talking about his mindset. From him to say that he's not trying to get in a gunfight. He's trying to shoot. I saw that he posed up. He ain't trying to shoot. He ain't trying to get hit with no terrorist tag, but he's talking that, putting us in that position. Putting us on calls with terrorists and all that. Then he'll say he'll turn me into the police. But we the main one? Who does that? Then Breonna mother is coming. Breonna mother's on the way. He's like, well, we're done. Why are we here? Who are you? That's my mindset.
Do you think he's going to try to throw another formation together this year?
Yeah, they say he was trying to down there, and I got my guys with him. Like my guys out there watching him. Like I say, Grandmaster know he got real men with him. He knows they real soldiers. They shoot way better than him.
You know, I don't know. He might be aware of it. You know, there's a few no-fly zones going on out here.
Wow, this Lord have mercy. Yeah, they did all that, and like Delta said, Breonna Taylor's mother is coming. This is before the grand jury indictment and before the family got the settlement. They say Breonna Taylor's mother's coming. You're like, oh, we gotta go. Why you gotta go? You're the leader of the NFAC. Y'all down here protesting. Most leaders, when they come to a community, you talk to the either other leaders in the community when you get there, or you talk to the person you're trying to help. That don't make no sense. Then you with some girl in the car. Okay, was she your girl? Or is she your supervisor? Because you're really an agent. Like, I mean, this is the man. This man right here. Look at what everyone else has been saying the same thing. Black, white, people in his inner circle, whatever. He don't know what he's doing. He wasn't telling anybody gun. But you keep saying, oh, and the first thing he said, oh, you don't know. You shouldn't worry about what happened in my past. You should worry about right now. Well, if I worry about right now, you don't know how to use a gun. You are telling me the wrong information. You're wearing the wrong insignias. You almost got some people killed down in Louisville. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah. What in the world? I just, oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, y'all. Man has people's lives in his hand. And you out here playing dress up? And I think Daryl Moore is the one that told me that one of the little vest things he had on was not like a body armor vest. It was like a paintball vest, but it looked cool, I guess, on his body. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Oh, this is one more thing I found out about him. He was a supply clerk in the Army. Supply clerk in the Army. So you weren't in no shooting position. You weren't in the trenches. You weren't no Army Ranger, military trained. I mean, I'm thinking they should have showed you how to use a gun or a rifle at least once, a couple times. But still, you was in the supply room the whole time. Sir, you should not be leading anybody. And then he says something, he say, oh, Jay don't want to pay no money. But Jay says he practiced group economics. So where he getting the money from this? All the cash apps? Is he selling some DJ CDs? What is going on, y'all? What is going on with this man? Ooh, y'all. If y'all hear people in your community talking about joining this NFAC, you tell them no. You send them this video. Okay? We're gonna go ahead and get off because the debate is on. We're late. I had wanted to stream the video, but I'll just go ahead and cancel that because I see I have a message from the A team about our meeting tomorrow. So I have to go talk to them. So this is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher with another episode 3 of African American Greed about Grandmaster J. John Fitzgerald Johnson. Don't y'all follow that man. Y'all follow him. Better you be safe. Don't you follow that man. Question everything. Everything. You hear me? Everything. Talk to y'all later. Bye.